All right. Welcome everybody. Sorry for the delay, but I hope it was important for me to give in some waiting time. Make sure that definitely nobody misses amazing training that we are having right now. So I'm gonna share my screen and let me now get started onto this training. For today, and so that you can basically have a better picture. So we are still dealing with the different languages. You could be able to be able to meet as you are being able to use your board along the lines. So that's why I decided to come back here and try to create a fantastic understanding. I also request that you do not write in my screen. It will be too important for me that you do not write in my screen so that we could be able to follow each other very well. So yesterday we looked at you, and today just want to continue with a few more. And today I will go into details about this, but I would love to just talk a little bit about it so that when I continue with my classes, I will not be distracting your understanding. Please control your moves on my screen. Don't tap in my screen. Make sure you focus on why you are here. Ignore my screen and just be a student. I hope my message is clear. Give me one in the chat. If someone continues to do it, I will just come here at members and get you off so that I decrease on the distractions that could help. Give me one in the chat if my message is clear. Please don't notate in my screen. Don't write in my screen. Don't touch my screen. Ignore my screen. And just understand why you are here. If someone continues to maybe tap in my screen, write in my screen, cause distractions, I'll just get into the chat and get you off the call so that I could allow others focus. Thank you so much for understanding. And that's why I came back here to talk to you guys. All right. So now what I want to start with, yesterday, I want to start with liquidity. Okay, what do we mean when we talk about liquidity? Because I'm basically going to be using these words as we are doing our training classes. So liquidity is basically, someone is saying is not seeing my screen. Is my screen clear? Let me confirm. Is my screen visible? Let me confirm in the chat. Is my screen visible? Okay, so you just need to move your finger around your phone. My screen is visible. All right, thank you. Let's start with the word liquidity. So it is important that before we participate in any coin that we want to buy, there must be liquidity. Liquidity is basically how quickly this particular coin can be bought. So how quickly this particular coin can be bought. So how quickly this particular coin can be bought is what we mean liquidity. Okay, when you open a trade using your coin market cap, does this coin really have liquidity? Okay, how quickly it can be bought? And if you want to take profit, is it possible for you to take profit? So that is important. It's one word that I'll be using throughout my training. People complaining about my screen is visible. If you can see my screen, type a 1 in the chat so these people stop complaining. It is them with a challenge. Just move your finger around your screen, you see my whiteboard. If you can see my screen, type a 1 in the chat. So if you see those ones dropping, it means it's not my screen with a problem. It's you who's not familiar with the whiteboard. So just move your finger around, move your screen left, right, and it will appear. It will appear. Now make sure you're not writing in my screen. Niwamanya Kenneth, me I'll just remove you. Bob Spading, me I'll just remove you from the Zoom. I'm not going to waste time because I've talked about this before I start. So don't expect me to basically keep crying in your chat, please, please, please. I'm trying to say, please stop writing in my screen. No, because I believe I'm speaking to old people. So if you continue me, I'll just come get you off the Zoom and we move. So I don't want to create all those stories around. Okay. So before I continue, check your different charts. Check your different charts before I continue. Right. So let's now go into the next the next one that I want to talk about is called supply and demand. Next I want to talk about is supply and demand. What do I mean when I talk about supply and demand? Okay. It is important for everybody to understand when we talk about supply and demand, we are just trying to talk about how we could be able to see the market in terms of buyers in terms of buyers and sellers. As simple as that. Okay. When people buy, what is created? When people sell, what is created? Okay. When people buy, what is created? When people sell, what is created? Some logic in the chart. What happens? When people buy more, is it supply? When people sell more, is it demand? Some answers in the chart. Before I go any technical. I don't want to go technical. When people buy, what do you think is happening? Is it demand being created? When people sell, what is being created? Is this supply that is happening in the market? Which of the two do you think is happening at the moment? You don't type supply. You type when this happens, this is expected. Because when you type only supply, I may not be able to understand what you mean. Before I go any technical, just simple logic. Just simple logic. When people buy, what does it mean? When people sell, what does it mean? Because these simple statements are going to make a lot of meaning. I know I will go into details when I'm talking about demand and supply. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So it means that when people are buying, they are supplying more. They are supplying. You know now, this is now people might get confused. And when people are selling, so imagine this is the market is moving down, okay? And what is happening here? People are selling, and when the market is going up, what is happening here? People are buying. So these buyers are filling this gap that was created by the what? The sellers. Which means that the sellers are causing demand and the buyers are feeding this demand by supplying more money in the market. So they are supplying more money in the market. The buyers are supplying more money in the market. So when the sellers sell, they create a demand. When the buyers start buying, they create a supply. Okay, that is simple logic. I hope the logic is simple. Give me one in the chat if the logic is simple. Give me one in the chat if the logic is simple. Give me one in the chat. It's just simple logic. Okay, you don't need to complicate. It's just simple logic. I don't want to cause confusion. As simple as that. Okay. Mm-hmm. It is simple. It is when they are selling, there is creation of demand. And when they are buying, it is creation of supply. They are bringing more in the market. Here they are reducing in the market. So you don't need to get confused when someone talks about demand and supply. Okay? All right. Now I don't know what is happening here, but we wrap very fast. Then we okay, next. The next one I will be able to talk about that you will hear so much is the bear market. Okay, we shall be talking about the bear market. And The bear market is when the market is going down. Now, I cannot switch on my camera, but have we heard about animals called bears? If you're on this call and you have heard about animals called bears, you have heard about have you heard about an animal called a bear? Let me know in the chat. If you have heard about an animal called a bear, let me know in the chat. Have you heard about an animal called a bear? But God is also saying, you know about a bear, but typing a yes, he gives you heart attack. This world is not easy. Someone joins the Zoom, he knows about a bear, but when you tell him, give us a yes if you know about the bear, I will not type it. I will not type it. When I type a yes, I feel bad. Sincere. This world has no balance. I will not type. Me, I will not type. When I type a yes, I get I get issues. This is nothing. Just type a yes if you. Okay, yes, it's like a big dog. Okay, so bears. You see now when the bears are attacking, okay, when the bears are going to attack someone, they have what we call the claws. Now, these claws, they try to swing their claws down. So in that mood, that is where the word bear came from. And we have what we call the bear market. And we have what we call the bear market. And since we have the bear market, just a minute, guys. Sorry, guys, there are people you will bring in the business and they will never understand whether you on Zoom or not. So this is one of the bishops in Uganda. So I have nothing to do. He has just got started in the business recently. So I'm now finishing different religions. So very soon, if you find me in your religion, don't say where this man come from. I have started different bishops in Uganda. And I tell them we must work online. So I'm now going in for religious leaders. So don't ask me when you find that your pastor is in my team. And I'll be meeting some bishops in Kenya. So don't ask me, why is it that my bishop is in your team? How did it happen? I'm finishing everybody, and after I'm coming for politicians. I'm not leaving anybody miss out. So that is when we talk about the bear market. It means the market is making a downward movement. All right. So now what happens? What do you mean, Julius, when you talk about the bull market? Okay, the bull market. Okay. Have we all heard about animals called the bulls? Have we heard about the bulls? When the bull is going to attack you, when the bull is going to attack, give me a yes if you have heard about the bull. You know about the bull. You know a bull. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Now you see when the bull is going to attack you with its horns, it moves from down going up, something like this. The bull will take a move. The bull will take a move from down going up like this. It will try to attack you with its horns from down to push you up. And that's where now, yes, it uses its horns to pick you up. Thank you so much, Fred. And that's where now they came up with the word the bull. So when you talk about the bull, it means the market is making an upward movement. Okay, all right. Now, it is important, ladies and gentlemen, it is important now you know bears, bulls, you know supply, you know demand. We're moving very slow but very strategic until I get you where I basically would love everybody to be. Now, I have a question. When the supply is low, you know someone can be floating loss and trade. When the supply is low, but the demand is high, but the demand is high. the supply is low, but the demand is high. This will cause what we call an imbalance in the market. Not so? Am I right? When there is a low supply, but there is a high demand, it will cause an imbalance in the market. When there is it is low. Oh, sorry, guys. The supply is low, but the demand is high. Okay, let's take an example, Bitcoin. Yesterday we had today is the 3rd, or today is the 4th. Yesterday we had the BCH halving. I talked about it, but I didn't go into details about it, but I think I will today. Someone says my volume is very low. Am I clear? All my voice is very low. Am I clear? All my voice is too low. Someone says my voice is too low. Let me confirm. Am I clear? All I need to sort myself. Someone says is very clear. Now, who's this one drawing tables in my chat? Please don't write in my chat. Now, let's look at BTC as an example. There's 21 million Bitcoins, and already 19 point something is already in circulation. There is more demand of BTC, but there is low supply of BTC. And from the 19th, from now, when the Bitcoin miners are mining, they are being paid around 6.25 BTC. But from the 19th of this month, they're going to be paid 3.125 BTC whenever they complete a full block of Bitcoin. Okay. Now, the question is, when the demand is high and the supply is low, there is an imbalance in the market. Am I right? So what will happen? Some answers in the chart. What will happen? Some answers in the chart. Someone says you are clear, but remove the sticker on the chart. No, it is you who's supposed to remove the sticker. Me, I don't have any stick on my chart. You push it away. It's appearing on your phone. What will happen? Some answers in the chart. Some answers in the chart. The supply is low, but the demand is high. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The prices will go up. Some people are saying the prices will go down. I have a lot of work to do, but it's well. Okay. There is high demand. There is high need. Demand is need. Now, let me work on these settings because some of you are becoming problems. It's as if some of you, when you join meetings, you join with some demons. Some of you, when you join this meeting, you join with some demons. You tell someone, don't write in my screen, don't interrupt my screen, but someone doesn't listen. Doesn't listen, no matter what you say. They keep on pulling it down, pulling it up, pulling it down, as if someone has a demon. He pulls it up, pulls it in the center, writes in it below, writes in it above. It's like someone has a demon on their head and they can't give up. You keep on speaking until you need to close the Zoom and come back again. Pulls it up, pulls it down, middle center. You see. Now you see that is somewhere is in my screen. But somewhere you better give up. because every time I come, you pull my screen. But somewhere, stop disturbing my screen. Okay, so let's now continue. Okay, so let's now continue. Just move on very fast. I talked about the bear market, the bull market. Now we have what we call day trading. So I'm gonna be able to talk about day trading. Someone is saying, because some of us, we are not seeing where you are writing. We only how can I guide? Can you be able to see where I'm writing, guys? Because you just need to move your finger around. I don't know. Can you see where I'm writing? I don't know how I can help these guys. Okay. Anybody else you can see? Okay. No, there is, so let me move because of time. Now, what is day trading? Okay. What is day trading? Basically, when we talk about day trading, is someone who focuses. If someone says he's a day trader, he focuses on making trades that specific day. Okay. If someone is making trades that specific day, this person is called a day trader. And these guys who are day traders, they want to focus that they should close their trades. Their focus is to close their trades at the end of the day. At the end of the day, they want to be out of that specific trade. And these guys, they look at small time frame. They look at small time frame. When I talk about small time frame, I'm going to be able to explain as we get into our trading that 1 minute, someone looks at 1 minute, someone looks at 3 minutes, someone looks at 15 minutes, someone looks at 30 minutes. These guys who are trading at these time frames, because you remember what I said when I started, I said trading is a story. So now let me just dig a little bit deep. Okay, let me dig a little bit deep into this so that, so let me first explain these traders, then I'm gonna dig a little bit deep into this. So that when I start my training, it is a little bit more clear. Okay, so let me now dig a little bit deep. Now we have day traders, then we have what we call swing traders. Okay, basically, as crypto ambassadors, we are not day traders. We are in most cases swing traders. Okay, we are most cases swing traders. The GCA signals and the tycoon signals, these are day trading. These are day trading signals. But the signals we give as crypto ambassadors are swing trading signals. What do I mean? We take positions, and we look at maybe 1 hour, 4 hours, 1 day, or 1 week. We could look at these. These are swing traders. So a swing trader is this type of a trader that takes positions. Okay, it takes positions that could take maybe 2 days, maybe 3 days. So maybe it could take 2 days, maybe it could take 3 days. So these trades may not close immediately because as crypto ambassadors, we are not day traders, we are swing traders. Okay. Then The other type of a trader we have are investors. I'm gonna just dig a little bit deep into this. Are traders. What are investors? These people look at holding for a long period. They look at holding. They look at holding for a long period. These guys look at holding trades for a long period, for weeks, maybe for months. And that's the difference. So when you see the GCA signals and the tycoon signals, these are swing traders. These are swing traders. People are complaining you can't see anything. If you have failed to work out on seeing, at least work on hearing. I have a question. If someone cannot see but they can hear, can they understand what I'm talking about? Can I get some answers in the chat? Because someone can spend the whole meeting. I cannot see. I cannot see. My eye, my screen. No, 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 no. I have a question. I cannot see. I cannot see. I cannot see. Every time he's in the chat, I cannot see. I feel bad. My problem is I can't see. Where is it? Me seeing it. I have a question. If someone cannot see but they can hear, can they understand what I'm talking about? They can. It is just your focus. It's just your focus. But people are in my chat. I cannot see. What is saying? Me, I'm not the problem. Other people can see. Just move your finger around your screen. Just understand what I'm trying to talk about. But these issues of typing every minute, I cannot see. I cannot see. I cannot see. If you cannot see, thank you, the conqueror. Move out and join again. But these issues of typing in my chat every little second, I cannot see. Me seeing. People can type. Please go off the Zoom, come in again. Yes, I told you I'm going to just dig deep. So these investors, they look at holding positions for long time. Okay, they want to stay, they don't care. They don't care about what is happening in 30 minutes. They don't care what is happening in 1 hour. They look at trades at a bigger time frame, 1 day. Okay, 1 day. They look at trades over in 1 week, in 1 month. Okay, they look at the bigger picture of the trade, and that's what I'm trying to express. Okay, now let me just dig a little bit. Let me just dig a little bit. I'm checking on my time, but will I manage, or I will be able to handle it a little bit late? But let me just dig a little bit. 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 My leader, I was removed from the 300 days challenge, and now I don't receive signals. I don't have any help. Consult your upline. The leaders who created the group closed it. I have no challenge, and it is not my problem. Consult your uplines. Thank you so much. If you were crypto ambassador, come to my chat with your V3 and V4. I'll just take your screenshot. I know most of the V3s and the V4s in crypto ambassadors. I'll just take a screenshot, recommend you back to your upline, and they will do the necessary. That's the approach. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, have you ever wondered why do people look at charts in 1 minute? Have you ever wondered why do people look at charts in 3 minutes? Have you ever wondered why do people look at charts in 5 minutes? Have you ever wondered why do people look at charts in 10 minutes? Have you ever wondered why do people look at charts in 1 hour, in 30 minutes? Have you ever wondered why people look at charts in 1 hour, in 2 hours, in 3 hours, in 4 hours? Why do people look at charts in 6 hours, in 8 hours, in 1 day, in 1 week, okay, in 1 month? Now, it is important for all of us to understand that a chart is a story. A chart is a what? Is a story. And it is important for us to understand that a candle of 1 minute in 3 minutes, there will be 3 candles of 1 minute. A candle of 1 minute, how many candles of 1 minute will be in 5 minutes? How many candles of 1 minute will be in 5 minutes? Some answers in the chart. 5, thank you. So there will be 5 candles. How many candles of 1 minute will be in 10 minutes? Some answers in the chart. How many candles of 1 minute? Thank you, it will be 10. How many candles of 1 minute will be in 30 minutes? Some answers in the chart. How many candles of 1 minute will be in 30 minutes? 30 candles, thank you. How many minutes, how many candles of 1 minute will be in 1 hour? How many candles of 1 minute will be in 1 hour? Thank you, 60 candles. How many minutes? How many candles of 1 minute will be in 2 hours? How many candles? Well, thank you, 120. How many minutes? How many candles of 1 minute will be in 3 hours? How many candles of 1 minute will be in 3 hours? Thank you, 180. How many candles of 1 minute will be in 4 hours? How many candles of 1 minute will be in 4 hours? Thank you, 240. How many candles of 1 minute will be in 1 day? How many candles of 1 minute will be in 1 day? Now, I know someone might get confused. Thank you. How many candles? If in 1 hour there are 60 and we have 24 hours, thank you. So how many, this is 60 times 24, what do you get? Some of you don't suffer. You see, you have a phone that has a calculator. But someone is suffering, someone is suffering with mathematics. Oh, mathematics, and he's giving a wrong answer. So if we have 60 minutes in 1 hour, and in 1 day we have 24 hours, we gave 1,444 candles 1 minute. Now, why am I sharing this? A chart is a story. A chart is a story. And someone who sees this story from far, and someone who sees this story from near, the person who sees this story from far, it is just a combination of what has been happening in the full day 1,440 times. Give me one in the chat if I'm clear. If you decide to see it in a full day, you are just having the overall of the story. The story, what has been happening in this story 1,444 times. So you are just delighted to see the story, the movement of these 1 minute candles, the movement of maybe in these 30-minute candles, okay, in a full day. So it doesn't make you special, no. It is just that you are looking at the story from far, and if I decide to look at my story in 1 minute, I'm just looking it nearer looking it nearer, looking it nearer, looking it nearer, looking it nearer. So like we are going to be able to see, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be able to see, let me just get my blackboard cleaner here. Okay. Okay, let me get my blackboard cleaner. Now, someone who has been attending these trainings for some time is getting annoyed. We know that he's wasting my time. We know that yeah, I know that why doesn't he start from the main things? Those things are very easy. So for you were born when you know those things are very easy. He's teaching the small things to us who know them. So for you, you were born when you know them. So when you left your mother's belly, you came when you know these things. You also learned them one day. Yeah, those things are very small. Oh, even a younger child you can understand. You know, there are usually people on Zoom sweating plasma for nothing. I'm very annoyed. I'm about to leave. He's teaching small things. So you were born when you know them. So why do you get annoyed if a new crypto ambassador who wants to know them? When I was coming, did I make agreement with you? So now you want to read your story. That's why I said that someone who's a day trader who wants to close, someone who is a day trader who wants to close the trade in that day, does not want to look at one day, doesn't want to look from far. He does not want to look at 1 hour. He does not want to look at 4 hours. He wants to look at small periods of 1 minute, at small periods of maybe 3 minutes or 5 minutes, at small periods of 15 minutes, at small periods of 30 minutes. He wants his trade to be closed in that day because he understands in 1 minute the market will be moving up and moving down, moving up and moving down. In 3 minutes, the market will be moving up and moving down. In 15 minutes, the market will be moving up and moving down. In 30 minutes, the market will be moving up and moving down, and is finding those opportunities. Now, there is someone who has cleared my screen. But I promise you one thing. I will remove you. I will remove someone from this meeting. And I will block you not to join again because we can be mature people. Am I right? Don't you see, guys, that it is disturbing when you are teaching and someone is clearing your screen time over time? Is it good, really? Is it really good? I don't believe it is good. It is not good, surely. Please, let us be adult enough. Please don't clear my screen. Please. Now, when you pray that God give this person some good floating, you get annoyed. But it is important that the day trader now where we have gone, I also don't understand what is happening. I think there is a new system that has come that I don't understand. There is a new system. New system. Oh, just a minute. I also do not know what has happened. Okay. So let me close the whiteboard, guys. And see if I could survive again. But please, when I survive again, please don't disturb my screen. It's not easy. Okay, good. I'm back. So now the day trader who wants to close their trades in a day, in that day, they want to focus on 1 minute. They want to focus on 3 minutes. They want to focus on 5 minutes or 15 minutes or 30 minutes because they understand what will happen in 1 hour, what will happen in 4 hours, what will happen in 1 day, or what will happen in 1 week time frame is a combination of what the total story that has been happening in 1 minute, in 3 minutes, in 15 minutes, in 30 minutes, now combined in 1 hour, now combined in 4 hours, now combined in 1 day, which now these ones will be looked at by a swing trader. So the swing trader doesn't want to care these small movements that are happening in 1 minute, in 3 minutes, in 15 minutes, in 30 minutes. He wants a combined effort of the story. He wants to look at what has been happening in a bigger picture way so that he could take positions, maybe stay in them maybe for 2 days, maybe for 3 days. Okay, give me one in the chat if I'm clear. And now an investor doesn't want to care what is happening in 1 hour, doesn't want to care what is happening in 4 hours. He would care what is happening in 1 day, what's happening in 1 week, because he's ready to stay in that trade for some long time. And that's now when we talk about day trading, swing trading, and investing. Give me a 1 in the chat if you have learned something. Now I want to go to another lingua that I'll be now discussing. What is an exchange? What is an exchange? Okay, what is an exchange, Julius? Because I'll be talking about exchanges as I go through my 2.5 months of working with you guys. I'll talk about exchanges. Let me change my color. What is an exchange? Okay, what is an exchange? What is an exchange, Julius? An exchange is a place. An exchange is a place. Let me write this. Is a place that hosts those coins. It is a place that hosts those coins. They're not online banks. Those are just trainings. An exchange is a place that hosts those coins to buy and sell. It is a place, okay? It's a place that hosts. It is a place that hosts. It hosts those coins so that you can be able to to come and buy them and be able to sell them. Okay, so what I talked about recently is what we call time frame. And when we shall be talking about a time frame, ladies and gentlemen, we shall be looking at a small picture. You look at a small picture of the story, because a chart is a story and a bigger picture and a bigger time picture. So if you want to look at a bigger time picture, you will go to 4 hours. If you want to look at a bigger time picture, you will go to to 4 hours to 1 day. But if you want to look at the small picture, you will go to 1 minute, you will go to 5 minutes, you will go to 15 minutes, you will go to 30 minutes. Have you realized that our signals of the 3% 300x, sometimes they spend days without delivery? Give me a yes in the chat. Our crypto ambassador signals, they are different from other signals because we are not day traders. We understand we do not want to create so much high risk with your trades. We do not create so much high risk, and we are not traders basically as the crypto ambassadors. We are swing traders. We are swing traders, and our signals could spend 2 days. Our signals could spend 3 days. And that's why in our strategy of 3%, 300x, we tell you to divide your capital into 3. Does it make sense now? Give me a makes sense now. Why we tell you to divide your capital into 3 and be able to at least trade 2 signals a day. And once it doesn't work out, the next day you pick another signal. If it works out, if it's making sense. And we are swing traders. We are not day traders. Why we want to reduce on the risk, okay, on the risk. And have you realized that signals, GCA and Tycoon signals deliver fast? Give me a 2 in the chat if now it makes sense. They deliver faster because those guys are day traders. But you also understand that once it breaks your leg, once it catches your leg, it goes with half of it. Am I right? Once it gets your leg, it goes with half of it. Give me a 3 if I'm right. Once it gets your leg, it goes with half of it. Yeah, it goes with half of it. Okay. Now, having defined those signals for you guys, I hope when now you stay in a signal of crypto ambassadors, whether A hash, D hash, or E hash, you not complain. Because that's our approach to our trading. We are scalpers. We are not day traders, okay? We are scalpers. We are not day traders. Okay? All right. Okay. Now, let me now continue with margin trading. What is margin trading? Have you heard about people who talk about margin trading? Okay, when you go to exchanges, we have margin trading. What is margin trading? What is margin trading? Margin trading, ladies and gentlemen, here you are borrowing money. Let me make it here. You are borrowing money. Okay, here you are borrowing money. You are borrowing money from an exchange. You are borrowing money from an exchange. Okay, you are borrowing money from an exchange. You are borrowing money from an exchange so that you play with more money than you have. So that you play with more money than you have. So that you play with more money than you have. So you go to an exchange. Some exchanges, people who do margin trading, an exchange says, yes, you have $500. And they say, we shall give you a 200x. Means that you have $500, but they will multiply this money 200 times or 100 times. So you choose 100x. It means this time was 100. That is the capital you'll be trading with. You came with $500, but now you want to go in the market with this $50,000, and then you pick trades. That's why once it hits a certain price, they liquidate you. Okay, we are going to see that they They take their money because for them, they don't want to make a loss. Hey, they don't want to make a loss because for you, you are busy saying, I came here to borrow, to use what I don't have. So I want to use what I don't have. So they say, okay, welcome. Once the market goes against you, they say, Apana, we as the exchange, we are not here to lose our money because of you. So once the market touches this price, we take it. Give me one in the chat if it is clear. That's why many people cry. Many people cry because they go in for margin trading because it involves in borrowing money. You borrow, okay? You borrow money. You want to trade with the money you don't have. Okay? It is called margin trading. Okay? You borrow money. What do you want me to repeat? So some people can request you a repeat of a repeat. Just understand the definition. I'm talking about lingua. When I continue down the lines, I will make more detailed explanation. Here you are borrowing money from an exchange so that you could play with more money than you have. You people, can we see it practically? Not now. You see, someone is being taken on the road and you are trying to show him that is a zebra crossing. But the car is coming from the other side and is busy saying, can I try to cross? But the car has already reached in the middle of the zebra crossing. He wants to enter the zebra crossing because he has seen it for the very first time. Just be calm. As you keep on attending trainings, everything will get clear. But these issues of I want now, be calm. Okay, we shall get there with time. Okay, now what is a long? What is a long? Long means, when someone talks about the word long means buying cheap, buying at a cheaper price, buying at a cheaper and selling at a higher price. I'll just keep it there. Now, there is a word called a short. What is a short? When someone talks about a short, what do they mean? When someone talks about a short, you are betting against the market. You are betting against the market. So when we talk about future trading, which we have in our royal queue, and this time around we shall expand about it. When we talk about future trading, we are talking about, because royal queue future trading has no margins. There is no leverage. You are not borrowing any money from the exchange. The leverage is, okay, we shall talk about that. The leverage is zero. You don't leverage it. You don't borrow any money from the exchange, okay? So when you talk about a long, in royal queue, in futures, we are just buying, selling at a higher price. When we're talking about a short, you are betting against the market. For example, if Bitcoin is at $65,000, when you are talking about a long, you are saying BTC is going to move from here maybe to $75,000. It's like, so this is what you are saying. You are talking about a long. Then when you are talking about a short, you are saying BTC is at $5,000. And you are saying that the market will go to $65,000. This is a short. You are betting against the market. So here you'll be making profit when the market is going down. And here you'll be making profit when the market is going up. If you understand these two in Royal, you could have capital in your spot wallet, and you could still have capital in your future wallet, in your Binance account or HTX or exchange you're using. So you are trading the same coin in the spot wallet as a signal. You're also trading the same coin at the future wallet. So you have capital in your spot wallet and you have capital in your futures wallet in your Binance account. So once they say the signal and it's good, in your spot wallet, you make profit, and in your future wallet, you make profit. But the challenge is that in the future wallet, there is real loss. There is real loss. Listen to me, guys. There is real loss when things change. Okay? There is real loss. Okay, when things change. All right? Either you had gone long or gone short. When things change, there is a real loss. You have to lose money. A real loss. Give me one in the chat if my message is clear. Okay, but in the spot wallet, when the market goes against you, you don't lose your assets. Okay, but in the futures wallet, when the market goes against you, you have a real loss, a real loss, a real loss. Okay. So when we talk about a short, you are betting against the market. Okay, you are saying, yes, I'm saying Bitcoin will move from $75,000 to $65,000. So you are making money when the market is going down. You want to make money when the market is going down. And in our technical analysis, we shall look at all of those two ways as you are making money. I just want to end with a few things and then come to the end of my share. Okay, just a few more statements that I will be using so that you don't get confused in my 2.5 months of working with you here and giving you this lifetime skill. I'll talk about the word bid. Okay, when you talk about bid, what do we mean when you talk about bid? Bid means you are bidding to buy. Okay, you are bidding to buy. So you are bidding to buy. A bidding, you are saying that I want to buy this coin at this price. You are bidding to buy. And when we talk about ASIC, you are putting up an asking price. Okay, you are putting up an asking price. So bidders are buyers and askers are sellers. In short, bidders are buyers and askers are sellers. Next. Okay. What is a spread? What is the spread? When you will hear me talk about a spread, what is a spread? This is Ara. A spread is the difference between a bidder and an asker, buyer and the seller. The difference is what we call a spread. And this will take us to what we call order books in exchanges. We have what we call order books. If time allows, I'll teach you how to trade using order books. Level 2 order books, where you can just look at the bidders and the askers and determine who is winning who. Okay, so when you talk about spread, is the difference between the buyers or the bidders and the askers. Okay, next, that will be common is called a rally. Okay, you will hear us talking about this trade is rallying. Okay, what is a rally? A rally is a large group of people who came up. It is a large group of all traders or a large group of people. A rally is R, like a rally, like this. It's a large group. This is why. A large group of traders who came to create an uptrend. They came up to create an uptrend. For example, we can an uptrend as the crypto ambassadors. When we send a signal, for example, that's why, and I think that's why I do not send too many signals. You know why I don't send too many signals? Now, I want to teach you, why do I don't send too many signals? Sometimes I feel like it's not okay to send too many signals. Maybe sometimes I feel like I could send one signal or two signals a day or three signals maximum a day. Because I want us to create a rally. Because a rally is a group of people that come together to create an uptrend. Imagine that if we all go and trade a coin, let me say XRP, and we all go in with huge capital, it means we are creating an uptrend and everybody will go in profit. Give me one in the chat if you have understood why sometimes I don't give too many signals. Give me one in the chat if you have understood. The reason why we don't give too many signals, you complain, signal, because I want to create a rally. I want to get so many crypto ambassadors go into the same coin at the same time, and we create an uptrend. We want to affect the market. Give me one in the chat. Because we want to create a rally. We want to create a move in the market that could create momentum. Okay? All right. Next. Next is volume. What is volume? When you will hear the word volume, what's volume? About to come to the end, but I just want to finish this topic, guys, but I want also to finish. So don't say that I want. What is volume? What is volume? Volume is how much is in a particular coin at a particular time. How much in a particular coin at a particular time. So how much money is in that coin? Volatility. When you hear the word volatility, what do I mean when I talk about volatility? It is a coin that is, we are trying to talk about the market going up and coming down, going up and coming down. This is volatility. Next, a pattern. Next, a pattern. What is a pattern? What is a pattern? It's a shape which forms in the market. For example, it is a shape. A pattern is a shape. Okay, like you'll be able to see, we shall say, maybe the market has formed a descending triangle. It's a pattern. It's a shape. The market has formed, let me say, an ascending triangle. It is a pattern. It's a shape in the market. So when you hear me talk about a pattern, it's a shape that has been formed by the market. When you hear the word consolidation, there was a time I'll talk about consolidation. What do I mean when we talk about consolidation? What do I mean by consolidation? Sometimes it will be a consolidation, sometimes it will be a correction. So it is a time where people sell, where people sell off, and the market, maybe the market was moving like this, then it comes down again. This formation here, we are trying to say the market is a consolidation. It's like you see the market is in one area. It's not moving up, it's not moving down. Or the market had moved up, then it comes down a little bit. It forms that collection. It tries to go down a little bit. It means sellers are in. What do we mean by selling off? What do we say? Sell off. Sell off your trades. Sell off. When we talk about sell off, we say take profits. When we say sell off, we are saying take profits. Take profit. Sell off your trades, either in a short, means the market is going down, it has hit your take profit. Sell off, take profit. That marks the end of my lesson for today. Tomorrow I'll talk about emotional trading. And tomorrow I'll talk about emotional trading. And that will be my next topic. Tomorrow is Friday. I'll talk about emotional trading. And I will talk about management. And if God allows me, I'll talk about dollar cost averaging tomorrow. And then, if God allows, then on Monday, I will start off from leverage trading, fundamental analysis, technical analysis. And then I will then definitely and purely now introduce you to candlestick chart patterns that I'm going to dig into more details, and I will be able to talk about things with confluence. I will talk about things to do with a lot of stuffs. I will talk about a lot. Okay. I will talk about a lot to make sure that I already cleared my screen. To make sure that I basically create a better understanding of everybody. This is gonna take. We are now on. I hope I'm running with 1 month if I finish up this week, and then I'll be now going slowly until I reach you to the destinated land where I want everybody to be. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for joining the call. It's a nice trading experience. I love you all, and thank you so much for choosing the crypto ambassadors. Before I close on Saturday, we shall be in Mbarara. Tomorrow, me, I will be in Mbarara. Tomorrow, I will travel to Mbarara. And Mbarara tomorrow, me personally. And I'll be on the streets of Mbarara giving out tickets and inviting people to attend the event. So I'll be flooding the streets of Mbarara to people one-on-one, giving out tickets to them so that they could attend our event in Mbarara. That will be my focus tomorrow. So I'll be in Mbarara tomorrow, and my will be giving out tickets to people so that they could attend that event in Mbarara. So see you leaders in Mbarara tomorrow. I'll be personally there, and I'll be on the streets. Yes, I'll be on the streets of Mbarara trying to give out tickets, and I believe that is basically on Saturday we shall be at Oxford Inn Hotel. Invite whoever you can. Then on the 20th we are going to be in Kenya. Okay, we are going to be in Kenya. On the 20th we'll be in Nairobi. On the 21st we shall be in Kitui and other areas communicated respectively. But I'll be in Kenya on the 20th. If you know someone in Kenya, in Nairobi, we shall be at Meridian